What he says is, take the man out of the city and not the city out of man. The sentence is beautiful if to talk about. Take the man out of the city and not the city of the man. What it means is, well, you can have your own interpretations, but my interpretation of it is the first line, take the man out of the city. It might mean that change the external of the man, not the city of the man, and not its internal. Change the external of the man and not his internal. Well, what it means is that, you know what I think is, the city in the man is what makes him change his city outside. The internal, the intentions, the ideologies, the perspectives of a young man, when he is so soulful and he's full of life and he's learning things and he does not have an exposure and he does not have a limit and he is ignorant, to say that. As ignorance is a bliss, the more that you know, the more that you are learning, the more that once you start learning, you start putting limits on yourself. And your intuition is limited as well, because intuition is not dependent upon rationalization. Intuition has its own world, if to say. But once a man follows the city inside him, once the city establishes itself, it makes the man go out of the city that is external to him. It is metaphor. It's not literal. What it means is that the unique sticking to your intentions that are not corrupted by the exposure and knowledge, sticking to those initial innocent intentions, those goals, to say, the ideologies that you hold before knowing the ruthlessness of the world. A young man is beautiful, the things, like I would say that when a kid is growing up, what does he think of? He idolizes strength, and I don't think there would be a man who has not imagined himself to be the strongest of all mankind. I do not think. There is always a man who imagined, who saw himself as the strongest man of all the mankind. Well, if that did not happen to you, I think it's a skill issue, and you were already corrupted. Your intellect was already corrupted. So what I would say is that my interpretation is, don't take the man out of the city. Don't take the man out of the city, but not the city out of the man. Change the external of the man and not the internal. Do not corrupt the internal. Instead, change the external. Like slide. It can also be interpreted as घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. And availability, जो मुर्गी घर में होती है उसकी हैसियत दाल के बराबर होती है. And a person is in his own city, where he is accessible, available, and his ideas are circulated well. So the people who to whom these ideas are circulated to, they do not value him, they do not give that person what he deserves. So change the external. And yeah, the first sentence actually it is more like, if you do stick to the city that is inside you, then and only then the city that is outside you will change. You would be able to slide. And in some other cases you have to change the external first. You have to be in your own circle, in the people that resonate with you. And if you cannot find any, then you got yourself, you got a mirror. Walk with a mirror in your pocket. You got yourself, you got God. It is beautiful if to think about it. Take the man out of the city, not the city out of the man. It's beautiful. So whatever the world, whatever the data your external feeds you, don't corrupt your internal based on that. Stick to your deluded ideas. Stick to them. Don't limit your potential. When I was a kid growing up, I used to, obviously attempt exams, and I was always used to aiming for the 100%, which is, it's delusional to think of, like it's not possible. But my kid philosophy behind it was like, if I aim for the 100%, then I'll get the 95. If I aim for the 95, then I'll get the 90. There's always a 5% difference of what you choose to aim at. Yeah, so I was deluded. I aimed for the 100%. Always. Yeah. And I never had any percentage below 90. Never. So, like, this is an example. That's what I would say. An example of the innocence. Because I was a kid. My mind was not corrupted. So, stick to your intentions. Stick to who you are. Well, don't bullshit me and create a technological affirmations that you are someone else, and it's a mental illness. You cannot be a bread in a cardboard. You cannot be a refrigerator. You cannot be a cat. All these terms that there are walking all around the West, I would say. Slowly these things are also entering the East. But it is a disease of ignorance, dumbness. And as you know, ignorance, it is limitless. So it also puts a person in certain scenarios where they disrespect themselves and who they are as human beings. A person cannot be a ketchup in a refrigerator. A man cannot be a woman cannot be a man. So it's funny. It is funny to me. Really funny. But once you get deep into it, things they just start getting deep, sad, because they are humans. They are humans. They're just dumb. But yeah, don't lose yourself. And for to know yourself, you should have what you resonate to initially in your innocence, and not what you were made to resonate to. That is something else. These people, the people who assume that they are something else, and they resonate to certain things, they do not realize that they are brainwashed to believe in certain things by the external externality. They do not have their own decisions. They're influenced by the external, as they are insecure in their grounding. Because in the nature of the human beings, there is always authenticity, there is always common sense, instinct, and things that are, the funny things, they are funny, and they do not have any grounding. But still, we should always focus on what is productive, what helps us in any way, what is optimistic, and prefer not romanticizing grief, or else you will embody it. Whatever you romanticize, you become it. Whatever it is, you become it. So that is dangerous. Whatever you get the most exposure to as well, you become it. So in this way, you know what the second line means? Take the man out of the city, not the city out of the man. Not the city out of the man. It's like they're stripping your intentions, your perspectives, your innocent ideologies, your deluded mindset out of you. By limiting you, people will tell you, that this is not possible in any way, certain things. But what they're doing is they're just projecting their insecurities and things they're not capable of doing on you. So every human being is different, the framework is different, how they operate is different. Every human being is unique in their own way. So do not, borrow any ideas and then marry to them as well. It's dangerous. It's dangerous, I'm telling you. Don't do that. It's beautiful. End of the Beginning, song name, DJO. And music is bad for health as well, to say. But for the poetry, it's good. It is inspiring in certain ways. And inspirations is what makes a man live and learn and advance. Take the man out of the city and not the city out of the man. Easy.